いいっす。今日丸7ですね。クソ寒かった今日。きつかった。朝がまず辛かったな。超寒かった。よし。結構もう帰ってきてから結構寝ちったよ。今日めちゃくちゃ元気かもしれない。明日でも予定あるからな、あれなんだけどな。遅刻しそう。行っていきましょう。よろしくお願いします。ギフトありがとうございます。前回が第3章か。第3章でこの女神は異邦人っていう、章入っていて、で盗難事件からの殺人事件に発展し、からのそれの手がかりでなんか絵の女を探すというところで、難民っぽい難民たちの、キャンプ場野営地にやってまいりましたというところですね。よろしくお願いします。ここどこ今どこですか？ここ行かないとね。ここ今から行きます。さ、このコンティニューした時にさ、なんだろう、その場所にいてくれないんだよね。なんかこうかな。騒いでますが、ここに市役所の人間として調査していきたいと思います。よろしく。
So they keep these refugees under a bridge like proverbial trolls. No wonder the people outside are so disturbed.
あなたは？
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here?
Mr. Ronald Harlow let me in, sir. I'm Sherlock Holmes, a surveyor of refugee affairs with City Hall.
警部ね。はいはい。
You're Inspector Tewkesbury, I presume?
A surveyor? What does that even mean?
In short, I've been sent to conduct an extensive report on the incident for the Colonial Office and to assess all the damage inflicted on state property.
Got it. Another paperworm sent to count money and get food for archive mold. Go on, look around, but don't make yourself too at home. As if I didn't have enough problems before you appeared.
Could you first tell me what happened here?
What happened? People from the bridge above the camp heard a woman screaming and saw a mass of refugees attacking a man. Clearly not a refugee. When the camp guards came by, the man was floating in the sewage canal with a knife in his chest. Bam. A murder. Big news for Cordona.
I'm sure. Thank you, Inspector. And none of the refugees were harmed?
One fellow was cut. He's lying over there near their kitchen. He's in a bad way.
You mentioned a woman screaming who attracted the bypassers on the bridge. Was she harmed?
No, she's all right, but perhaps the whole debacle started because of her. She started wailing and the refugees stood up for the girl.
And where is this young woman now?
Back there in the shacks, same as the rest of the refugees. She's been questioned by my men, but she's just some refugee girl. Can't understand much English.
Did you learn anything about the dead man?
The fellow looks like a thug. I've had dozens like him fished out of the sea over the past 20 years. Ever since these refugees arrived, there have been people on Cordona with bad blood in them. My best bet is that this thug had something against them too.
And no clue as to his identity?
He had some items on his body, but nothing to indicate who he was or where he was from.
I think I should catalogue his possessions in my records.
Go on. They're on the table near the body.
はいはい。容疑者誰ですか
Do you have any suspects yet?
You're joking, right?
全
I've got a
体
whole camp full of suspects. And if you ask me, this
あ
bloke
そう
had
いう
it
のあんま
coming.
り調べる気は
Better
ないよ。
bury him and forget about the whole thing. And now there's a crowd gathered at the camp, and my superiors say we must thoroughly interrogate the refugees, at least those who can understand any English.
Do you believe that your superiors wish to get rid of the refugees?
I think that both our superiors would rather keep the story quiet. Since that's an unaffordable luxury now, they're looking how to protect their public image. That's why I have to waste my time waiting for my people to turn every stone and befriend every refugee.
はい。まあいろいろね。
Here we go again. Number of hours on Cordona before stumbling upon another dead body.
これかな
Zero.
死体を踏みつけてしまいました。さあ見ていきましょう。この顔はちょっと違うかな。こいつではなさそうだな。違う気がするけど。はい。一月。ピピピピ。
A steel dirk.
探検。
A
水
common
兵。
accessory among sailors and
なるほ
soldiers.
ど。容疑者的にはそんな感じか。
I'd say the blade penetrated upward, however, the wound is too messy to be certain.
上向きに刺さる。どういう意味？あ、殴られてるこれ。
An interesting
入れ墨
tattoo. Does it mean something?
吸して。
Hmm.
石炭
Coal dust under the nails. I don't see much coal around here.
靴は汚れてますか？
Heavy boots, with one sole
足を
far more worn than the other.
こい
This
つ
man
が
was limping John.
マーキュリー殺しの可能性が
Violent
高い。
death.
うん。
This man, limping. Coal dust.
これは
I
怪しい
think
です
we're
ね。
onto something here, John.
はいはいはい。怪しいです。入れ墨。まだだな。これを集中か。集中モードか。なんかある。足跡。29センチで裸足。27センチで警察の動き。
Police boots. Always happy to trample. A heavy boot with a worn out
こ
sole.
れか。8っていうことはあれだな。結構あるな。結構あるな。3、4、9。1番から見た方が分かりやすい気がする。どこだ1番 ?1 番ってどこ？全部。うわー、ここにもいる死体が。1番とかないじゃん。どこにあるかな。2番。これ2番。1番は1番これか。2番これね。はい。タバコ。
Malpal, soaked with salt water.
マルボロ。しっかりしけってるの。
1,000 pounds. A fair sum, especially considering British currency isn't very common in Cordona.
で、これが
A simple leather sheath.
ナイフ。
Perfect
あ、
for
さ
a
や
dirk.
ね。タバコをつけて、流れ的に、なんか、どんがらがシャーンしたのかな。
As if the crate was hit recently.
揉めたとかあるのかな。 血は
Someone bled profusely here.
ここで出血。ここでここは足跡。誰の
A furrow in the ground.
出血。
A blood trail leading to or from the canal.
ここから逃げる。これ9ってなんだ。8。5。これは
Oh, carnelian agate beads, a traditional African adornment.
カーネリアンジュ、数珠。6。はい。
The blood sprayed off the blade after the strike.
この木は
It might have been used as an
即席の
improvised
武器。
weapon. No hint of blood or impact.
あ、殴ったわけじゃない。何に使うじゃあ、それ以外だと。
Someone was dragged against their will.
引っ張り出されたって感じ。
The refugees have been detained and will not leave until all the circumstances are clarified.
8がこれか。ちょん邪魔だよ。あれもう、あ、調べてるのか。あ、これもう終わってるわ。9がこっちにあると。この
Clearly a left handprint
手
here.
形が左手。こっから飛び降りたよね、じゃあ。こっちもちょっとやっておきましょうか。同一人物。じゃあさ、事件に絡んでるやつめっちゃ死んでるんだけど、みんな。めちゃくちゃに死んでるよ。
Such a mess.
If they find
Let's
out
figure it
about
out.
it, everything will go to hell.
抜け道の目的を特定する。はい。よし。低い給料。ある。ない。難民たちの排除。金。興奮状。500人。どうですか。おい。遺体が発見されたことで、野営地の出入りが厳しくなり、自分たちの計画で活動を入れることができる。警察は警察で、まあ、こういうちょっと裏へのアプローチもしてますよと。小銭稼ぎもしてますよってことなんだよね。
Nobody will know anything if you keep your bloody mouth shut.
The coppers smell fishy here, Sherry.
Is
Perhaps
this
we
familiar
should
to you?
Sniff
A
around in
solid
the camp a
question,
little
sir,
more
but I
thoroughly.
don't have the answer.
Sherry, just look at this. Living quarters in a sewer. What kind of a genius
ここ
bureaucrat
水ある
came
の
up
に
with this
住んでんの
idea?
ここに。ここに寝てんのやば。これちょっとしみしみでしょ、こんな布団。ちょっと。こんなん。びちゃびちゃよ。ベッドはまだいいとしてさ。これ、やだよ。びちょびちょよ、これ。ジョン何聞き込みをしようってことか。これ誰かに話を聞かないといけないよね。まあ聞き込みはまあそうなんだけど。
Excuse me, just one question.
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
どうでしょう。 巡査部長、あなた小銭稼ぎしてますか？
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what, and dressed as what?
お前はなんか違いそうだな。こういうなんかちょっとやさぐれた警官がなんかやってんじゃ
Excuse
な
me,
い？
just one question.
A solid question, sir, but I
知らない。
don't have the answer.
そうですか。やさぐれ警官いないかね。こういうのは大抵そうよ。こういうやつやってないよ、あんまり。やって
Help
ない
me,
よ。
please.
A solid question,
Yeah,
sir, but
yeah.
I don't have the answer.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry. You sure you know what you're doing?
警官は教えてくんねえか。
Back off.
警官は教えてくんねえか。次はね、住人の方だな。こいつは何も言わないな、さすがに。だから野営地にいる
I hope I'm not making a grave mistake in trusting you, Mr. Holmes.
この辺のさ、住人に聞くのがいいんじゃない？住人？何人たちに聞かなきゃいけない気がするな。聞きたいし。やっぱ難民たちに聞かないとダメか、これは。協力してますせみたいなあれを聞き出さなきゃいけないもんね。こいつらじゃないわ、聞くの。中に行って聞かないとダメだ。一旦これでいいわ。調べてないのがどこだろう。まだありそうだけど。あ、こいつ調べてねえわ。忘れてた。こ
The
れは
cut is deep,
死んでない
potentially
な。
serious if not treated immediately.
死んでないのか、これ。遺体ではなかったわ。生きてるわ。
He is in shock, feverish, and dehydrated.
Sherry, you know first aid. Surely you have a duty to help this man. You can't leave him to certain death.
野営地にあるもので治療できるか見てみる。ほうほうほう。
You know what? I'd like to understand.
What?
How did our dead man end up inside the camp in the first
ああ、
place?
なるほど。どうやって入ったんだろうね、確かに。だからそれが多分抜け道につながってくると。こっちは行けないよというところなんで、あと調べなきゃいけないのが多分どっかにあると思うんだが。探索。もうないかな、調べるの。ないか。これ固定か。はい。固定ですね。こっち固定する。九州。水。はい。お湯。おお、ちゃんと
I'll
使え
use
る。
it to create a solution.
あと何が必要？切り物は感染を防ぐためのもの。包帯として使う。なんか布的なやつかな？じゃあ。なんかあそこに青いのがありますけど。薬？葉っぱ使えんの？専用
That
ギ
will
ラギラ。
kill, not save him.
それは確かにダメですね。草。あんまダメでしょ。いけんの？
It won't do any good.
使えない。 こじゃないの。布っぽいやつでしょ。布っぽいやつ。あった。
Just washed. Better than nothing to bandage the wound.
あれまだ必要なの？そこにもあるぞ。ここにもあるぞ。え？取れた。別に。あ、取らないといけないのか。取ってなかった。はい。アロエ。
I can use this to stop the infection from spreading. I've plated all the ingredients now to prepare the first aid
薬を
solution.
作ろうと。はい。了解です。化学分析をやっていきましょう。マイナス3、マイナス4、5。これ今度新しいの出てきたね。これはマイナス1かな多分。マイナス1だと思われる。マイナス3、マイナス3、2かな。OK。マイナス3、マイナス4、5。5を作りたいんで、まず4を、プラス1します。で、マイナス3。マイナス3。マイナス3だから、じゃあこれを、プラマイ反転しましょうか。で、次、マイナス4。マイナス4なんで、マイナス5をプラス1しましょうか。へい。へい。へい。すると、マイナス3、マイナス4、5。ウィッツ。いい。難しくやる必要はないんでね。難民の手当をじゃあしてあげましょうか。はい。
Thank you. This should make you feel better, my friend. Now remain lying down and drink as much water as you can.
Oh, thank you.
Well done, Sherry. At least he won't die from the infection.
起き上がりました。なんか話聞けたりしねえのかな。
Help me, please.
A solid question, sir, but
前に
I
聞
don't
き
have
たい
the
わけじゃ
answer.
ないんだ。お前、何も喋る気はなさそうだね。ボーチュ。ありえない。
It's unlikely anyone could get in or out of the camp by water without alerting the police guards.
こうやってはしごがありますね。でもこれをどう使うか。ちょっと足りないよね。
No, it's too short for these walls or cliffs.
やっぱあそこでしょうね。あそこが抜け道なんじゃないんですか。粗末な抜け道。開けられていない。
Sealed shut. I doubt our man could get through
ここ
these
じゃ
breaks.
ないのか。ということはやっぱあっちの奥だよな。ありえるのは。あっちの奥から入ってきそうなものではあるんだが、ここじゃないのかい？違うかい？通してくんねえからな、こいつ。
Back off.
No one deserves to end up in a place like
これ
this.
はね、なかなかない。集中ででも探さないといけないからな。あと、青くなっ てたりする。9番違うな、9番じゃない。あれ、あとどっかある。あれ、じゃあやっぱ抜け道について探さないとダメだよな。集中で出てこない。あれ、この辺でもないの。足りない。八重地ってどっからどこまでの範囲だ。あ、違う。これなんかいる。何？お？何この絵は。
I hope I'm not making a grave mistake in trusting you, Mr. Holmes.
これ何？これ何？
Who isn't allowed to visit the crime scene these days?
これ誰と誰？誰と誰だ？今の答えじゃね？なんか金渡したとかそんなんじゃねえの？そんなんじゃねえの？これでしょ？さっきのこいつだよね。どうやって入ったのって、お金渡して入ったんじゃねえの？それっぽくない？違うかな？ここでさっきの犯人のおじさんだよね。タバコ持ってるし、タバコ吸ってるこいつ、タバコ吸ってる警察に話しかけないといけないのか。じゃあおめえか。
May I ask for your assistance?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
あ、待て。英国人巡査、万引きの常習犯って書いてある。とんでもねえな。
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what and dressed as what?
ちょい。いや、やさぐれ警官。こいつか？
Do you know anything about this?
A solid question.
違う。ちょ待って、やばい。積んでる。いや、あの感じだと。
Sir, but I don't have the answer.
ちょっと着替えるか。ちょっと警官になりきりますか。着替えときますか。警官の衣装でも着ときますか。お仲間ですよって。どう？
Do you know anything about this?
Oh, I don't know about that. Ask one of the others.
私は仲間ですよっつって。
Are you able to help me?
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
Everyone's looking at us.
May I ask you something?
You sure you
Oh, I
know
don't
what
about
you're
that.
doing?
What's one of the others?
あー、違うの？あれ？
Well done, Sherry. At least he won't die from the infection.
あ、なんか一人いなくなったんだけど、警官が。通して。あ、通してくんない。バレている。
You still
これ
here?
なんか、あー、なんだ。なんかちょっとあれするか。
I've already told you all I've learned. Don't bother someone else with this, son.
The guards at the sewers were speaking about taking refugees out of the camp. Do you know anything about this, Inspector?
Less than you do, obviously.
And this doesn't bother you as an officer of the law?
I can neither punish them nor put them on the right track, if that's what you're asking. Maybe your friends at City Hall could do something about it, but I seriously doubt that. To be honest, I'm sick and tired of being frowned on for my uniform. If those fine gentlemen you've eavesdropped on are in some shady business, that's on their heads. I'm busy. Don't you have papers to fill?
あれ、もう教えてくんない
City Hall lubberheads.
待って。これマジでさ、絶対こうじゃん、入り方って。
Who isn't allowed to visit the crime scene these days?
Is this familiar to you?
Oh, I don't know about that.
いや、
Ask one of the others.
待って。進んでいかないよ。君は違う。え、むずくない？人身売買だよね。人身売買しとりますよね。ちょっと待って、まだ絶対調べるの足りてねえぞ。衣装はちょっともう普通に戻そう。いらんわ。なんか絶対漏れてる。絶対何かが漏れている。なんか、あ、ここにあるんじゃん、タバコが。丸パル。これですね。
A single Malpal butt.
これをやんなきゃいけなかったのね。別な吸い殻が。
Roadman cigarettes. A brand highly regarded by law enforcement officers. So there wasn't any sophisticated infiltration plan. The good old police just let the man into the camp. Now we have everything we need to get the picture of what happened at the camp.
あ、再現ね。あ、じゃあこれであと9できるのか。あ、ギフトありがとうございます。これで再現できるんで、戻ってみましょうか。あっちで、はい。事件の再現やっていきましょう。ちょっとね、結構長いから、今回9個あるからな。組み合わせめちゃくちゃな数あるぞ。1番からいきましょうか。1番ここですね。あ、違うわ。どこにある？9番がこれか。これ最後ね。落としたわけじゃないと思う。左手がここについてるんで、 左手をつく描写。ほう。水に落とした。左手をついて。じゃあそうだね。そうですね。で、8番が、違う、3番。じゃあ8番見よう。後ろから行くのがいいですね。2人で、どういう証拠だっけ？これ順番がぐちゃぐちゃだ。足跡が下水道に落ちるのがあれ9番でしょ。どれだ順番がわかんねえ。でもこれあれか、足跡で、誰が追っかけてる？このじじ誰だ？ここって普通に走ってるやつじゃなかったっけ？どっちがどっちだ？なんか GG が押してんのか。GG と揉み合ってる。ここで揉み合うか。なんか普通に走ってるやつじゃなかったっけ？ここって足跡をさ。足引きずっていくつも確認できるってことはでも分かんねえな。どうだ？揉み合ってるな。ここが引きずられている。これなんだっけ？なんか木のやつとかもよくわかんないんだよな。3人ぐらいいる。3人いる。これ誰？こいつは？なんだこれ。あれ、女か。女か。女。違う。そう。死んでたおじさんが女をこいつ誰？これってこいつ？違うよ。誰だこいつ？違いがわかんねえぞ、おい。違いがわからん。どっちがどっち？何これ？わかりません。どういう状況ですか？いやよか。いやよで引きずり出した。違う。いやよで引きずり出してます。で、ここは、戻りたい、邪魔するんじゃねえだな。はい。で、ここはビーズが落ちてるのか。ビーズが落ちてた。数珠が落ちてた。これは何をしてる？誰だこれ？来たのは。ジジイが出てきた。これ難民のジジイか。で、ここで数珠落としました。なんか出てきたんで、ちょっと離れとけっつって、 その時に数珠がバラバラと。そんでここで追いかけっこ始まる。でも見合ってる方がでかいか。これは誰？このジジイはどこから出てきた？あと何個ある？これか。ジジイがなんか引っかかって、これ揉み合うか。これどういう順番がマジでさぐちゃぐちゃなんだよこれ。どんがらがっしゃん。それはねどんがらがっしゃんじゃないから、こっちの方が正しそう。そんで水路に逃げ込んだ。あれでもさ一体ここにあるけど、いや分からんな。でもこんな感じじゃねえか。一個一個これは確定。ちょっとやってみるか。
You're not even trying, Sherry.
違う。
Concentrate.
確定なところをこれの違いがマジでいやこれ違うな。
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
これだって女守ろうとしてるわけじゃないよな。違うな。女守ろうとしてるわけじゃない。ちょっと待てよ。ちょっと待てよ。これも確定っぽい。この辺だな。この辺どういう流れなんだこれ。これ追いかけっこするか。じじいこっから来てさ、ここのさ流れがマジでわからん。誰この坊主は誰？坊主じゃない、じじいか。で引っ掛けて、ここどういう流れなん？このじじいがさいっぱいさいるんだけどさ、じじいこいつは誰？ターバン巻いたやつは誰？これとあの後ろ違うよな、人が。誰？ここで急にさジジイとの追いかけっこ始まるか。こいつは誰なんだ一体。変なやつめっちゃ出てくるんだよな。このジジイは何をしている？引っ掛けたい。で突き落とした。男が違う、だから男の遺体は下水道に浮かんでた。で引き上げられて刺された跡がありますと。血の手形だからはだから落ちる前に橋を掴もうとした。でだからこれはこの状況だよね。落としたは最後の抵抗で掴もうとした。だからどっかでジジイが刺されてないといけないんじゃないか。じゃあジジイに男が刺された描写がないぞ。ぶつけてできたからのような亀裂。これな。 これな。いや、どこで刺したかっていう問題だよな。いつ刺したっけ。いや、落としただけじゃ死なないよね。いつ刺した？いつ刺した？血しぶきの跡が地面にある木の棒のところってさ、これだよな。これだな。この時点でもう血が出ている。ただ木には血はない。マジでこの女はどこ行った？戻ったんだ。じじいは何をしてる？引きずられた木の棒を数珠。いつ刺されたこいつは。ナイフ取られんの？取られる？なんで？取られんのか？取られて刺されんのかここで。こいつ持ってる？あ、持ってるな。ナイフは持ってる。で、奪われんのかナイフ。で、ジジイが出てきてもみくちゃになってナイフを離してしまって、で逆にぶっ刺されて突き落とされた。あ、違う。ちげえ。ちげえ。多いよ数が。こういう状態じゃないんだよ。これ表現できてないから。これはこうなのよ。いや、ここの後ろ3つはさすがによ。さすがによね。曖昧すぎないこれ。こんなさ、こんな微妙なさ、待ってとかじゃないよ。この違いは何なんだマジで。これとこれの違いを描写だけで絶対違うけどなこれ。
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
さすがにこれではないな。やっぱ帰りたいよな。このタイミングで逃げようとしてる。でもね、これは別にいいんだけど、こっからのこの流れ、ここの流れ、こいつぶっ刺したのはいいでしょ。こいつぶっ刺したのはまあいいとして、こいつね、ここであれちょっと待って、こいつぶっ刺して、まあ、このね、こいつ多分倒れてるけどよくて、そしたらこのジジイが出てくる。なんでジジイ出た時に突き飛ばす必要があったのかっていう。いや、もうこんなもんじゃないか。じゃあなんか違うな。 刺した描写、こいつがいつ刺されたかっていうね。一旦さ、この辺にさ、別にさ、結婚とかないんだよな。どっから結婚出てる？違う。ちょっと一旦ストップ。すぐ戻せるから。さ、血は
Someone bled profusely here.
ここで出血。あ、やっぱここで刺されてるか。
A fresh crack, as if the crate was hit recently.
ここで刺されてる。その割には血少なくない？ここはさ、もう足跡なんだけど、こうか。裸足。これが警察のブーツでしょ。ね、これが壊れた靴底。裸足ってことはこれが難民か。マジでここから出てくるおじさん。それで5番がなんだっけ。これが
Carnelian agate beads, a traditional African adornment.
ああ、地図がばらまかれてる。6番、これちょっと血が出てんだよね。
The blood sprayed off the blade after the strike.
多分それがあいつなんだよね。ここで切りつけられたらこいつで、大事には至ってなくてまだ生きてると。
Someone was dragged against their will.
これは女がじゃあやっぱここで刺されてるよな。血少なくない？だってな、そうだよな。ここだってもみくちゃというか、ここの足跡だね。そんなにさ走った感じもある。さ、ここなんか出てなかったっけ？なんか幅が何センチみたいなの言ってなかったか。こうだろう。走ってる？これ走った後か。あれ、この幅的になんかもみくちゃになってる様子は出てないんだよな。走ってるな。無事。納得いかないところが多い。これはもう押しました。ここは刺しました。わかんないよね。走ったことにしていいんかこれ。でもさ、そうするとさ、ここに繋がんないんだよ。こいつ今まだナイフ持ってるし。じいさん刺してるし。こうで音の違い。 これ謎すぎるんだけど、マジで。シュピンして。うわって誰なんだろうな。いやー、ちょっと待ってな、俺。ここ走ってないと思うんだ
You're
よ。
not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
ここは揉まれないと、揉み合わないと、揉み合ってナイフを落とさないと、ここに繋がらないんよ。流れ的にこれだと思うんだけど、ここが微妙。
You're not even trying, Sherry.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
Concentrate.
これして。
You're not even
マジ
trying,
かよ。
Sherry. Concentrate.
おお、いて。マジでほんとこの女の状態がマジでわからん。ここで捨ててどうなるんだ。こんなずっとなんか後ろに隠れてるようなあれじゃないんだよね。捨てないとこれと一致しないし。あと直すとこどこよどこよ。あと直すとこどこ。そんな落とし方はしない。左手をつくように水路に落ちる。でもさ、ここで血は出るんだけど、これでその後トーンって落として、ナイフで刺すのいつよ。あ、自分で刺さった。これもしかして、あ、これで自分で刺さった可能性がある。取らなくていい。こう逃げてって、で別なジジイがまた出てきてトーンして、ここで内側から自分で刺してしまって、あわわわわっつって、待って、自分で刺してるわ。これがそもそもこれでしたわ。こうですわ。じゃあ正解。
So we have a thug who came to take a refugee woman with him. She
引きずられました。
resisted, but he dragged her by force. One of the refugees stood in his way, armed with a stick. Yet he could do nothing against a cutthroat with a
ね、
blade.
返り討ち合いました。
The man didn't anticipate that the other refugees would intervene and stand
女が
against
逃
him.
げました。
In the confusion, the woman managed to break free. The thug took fright and fled.
でもう追いかけ
He
ら
was
れてき
stopped
た
by
け
the
ど、
falling crates. He stumbled and fell, piercing his chest with his own blade.
はい。
However, the wound didn't cause instant death. He managed to stand, but still bleeding.
あ、
He
押したわ
lost
け
his
じゃないん
balance
だ。
on the bridge and fell.
はい。
Before all of this, the man had freely entered the camp through the main entrance. The police admitted him after they had a short smoke together.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
いやー、
In
よか
our
った。
man's case, it's the same sword.
はい。はい。誘拐は失敗をしましたと。こうかな。はい。誘拐ね。ギャングの手先。あ、そうですか。これはデカに聞きましょうか。
Mr. Harlow, your refugees didn't murder anyone.
誰も殺してない。
What?
Pray
勝手
tell
に
me
死
what
ん
you've
だと。
learned.
All right, listen carefully. This might solve one problem for you, but will create a few more.
Oh, well, that's a great start.
The man came to the camp intending to kidnap one of your refugees, a woman. What he didn't expect was that the refugees would stand up to protect the woman. A brawl had broken out. In the chaos of it, the man stumbled over those crates and fell on his own blade.
How do you know he fell on his own blade?
The wound in his chest was inflicted from an unusual angle. It was not an offensive stab, shall we say. The refugees didn't touch him, and judging by the blood at the scene, the intruder managed to raise himself but was unable to walk very far. He ultimately fell into the canal.
But how did he sneak into the camp? Why didn't the police see him?
And this is where your new problems emerge, Mr. Harlow.
What do you mean?
You're not a dull-witted man. You know what I mean. There is no feasible way to get into the camp without the police guards knowing of it.
The pile of mess I had to sort out has just become bigger, but somehow that doesn't surprise me. Anyway, I thank you for your help, Mr. Holmes. I'll take it from here. Meanwhile, I'll make sure the police aren't detaining the refugees any longer. You can go back in and look for your
ヤ
witness.
イチ入れるんじゃないか？
You think one small clock can make any difference in this place?
Who knows, John? Just one ill-fitting cog could make the whole machine crumble.
はい。あ、こいつ探せるね。こいつあたりも引けますね。この女も探せると。はい。
You're the one who tended to our man's
おお、
wounds.
どうもどうもどうも。
I thank you
こ
greatly.
いつ、あ、これもしかしたらさっ
Police
き
didn't
の
allow
想像
us
の
to help him.
おじさんかもしれない。じじいかもしれない。
I've proven to them that the man who came into the camp died due to his own foolishness.
Thank you for standing up for us. But nobody would help us without a
いろいろ調べさせてもら
reason.
いた
You're
いん
here
ですよ。
because you want something.
Yes, I do. I need to speak with the girl drawn here.
The dead man came for her too. He wanted to take the girl away, but we won't allow her to be hurt again. What do you want from Nayla?
メイ
Nayla.
ラ。
She was hurt some time ago. I'm here to find the people who did this and bring them to justice. And to find them, I need Nayla's help. Will you let me speak to her?
Justice. There's no justice on this land. But you helped us, so maybe your words are not empty.
まあ、ヤイチだよな。
You can
正義
speak
と
to
か言ってるのはな、
Nayla
な
if
か
she
なかな。
wants it. But I will be watching you.
Hello, Nayla? My name is Sherlock. I know someone hurt you. I am here to help. I'm trying to find the people involved and bring them to justice. Please. There is a photograph, and I'm sorry, it is terrible, but I simply must ask. Where did this happen? What can you tell me about these people?
あ、
Christ, Sherlock. Nayla, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this.
You come here for me, but you are rude
無礼だって。
and condescending. A cross. The man
十
had
字
this
の
cross.
印。
Now go away. Leave us be.
てか子供いるじゃねえか
And
後
you
ろ
must
に
need。another white man's help.
Oh, glad that wasn't me.
Not my best work, John, by a long shot. Nayla doesn't want us meddling. I'm starting to wonder what this all achieves.
But she helped you anyway. Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore, we can still catch him.
もう調べられることはないのかじゃあ。まあ、この辺りはでもね、入れ墨とかもうちょい調べられるところはありそう。ねえじゃねえか。はい。5巻は政府の高官。ほう。ああ、これ文書で調べられるわ。ね。 侵入者の入れ墨。この辺もちょっといろいろ調べたいな。なんか知ってることない。
Someone was dragged against their will.
違う。おじさん。
At least some of your kind have a hat. Thank you again.
Oh.
Are you able to help me?
They often take us from the camps to work. Most don't mind, though. It's the only way we get a glimpse of freedom.
教えてくれる。難民たちのいかがわしい人間たちはよく野営地を訪れ、さまざまな仕事をさせるために難民たちを連れて行く。仕事は大抵過酷だが、難民たちは賃金と食料を得ることができる。おそらく乱暴された少女は仕事のために連れて行かれた。それで難民たちは女性が連れて行かれることを拒否することにした。まあ、やっぱそのね、なんか娼婦的な扱いというか。
So there's a smuggling ring in the camp. This wasn't the first time that someone freely entered the camp to take a refugee out.
At least it was certainly his last time. My gut tells me that we'll learn more about this ring when we...
OK。入れ墨についてか。
find out where the thug came from.
入れ墨についてはさすがに知らないかな。
Is this familiar to you?
Sorry. We don't see much here.
どっちかっていうと男のことを文書で調べて記録保管庫で調べていって
Are you able to help me?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherlock.
難しいよな多分。
You sure you know what you're doing?
ちょっと入れ墨はちょっと難しいかもな。
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
You still here?
でもまだこの辺まだ全然いろいろ聞けるのか。
Don't bother someone else with this, son.
The intruder has a most
これ知ってます
peculiar
か？
tattoo on his neck, 2 lines and a point. Do you know anything about it?
You really want to know, kid? Why? You want to play a policeman or something?
I'm sure you have it in your records, so it won't hurt if I have it in mine.
In my records, it's just a tattoo, as it should be in yours. To hell with you.
教えてくれん
Suit
だ。知っ
yourself
てんじ
as
ゃ
to
ねえ
what
か。
you're going to do with it. Off the record, though,
Niccolo
such tattoos are
Bernadotti.
often connected to a man named Mr. Niccolo
彫り師とか
Bernadotti.
かな。
Bernadotti, you say?
A respectable
実
businessman
用
in
家。
Scalario. His
経
company
営者です
imports
か。
goods and wines and smuggles
ああ、
everything that can be
密輸入
smuggled
ね。
between the
はいはいはい。
colonies and the mainland. His people can be identified by an obscure tattoo, just like the one over there our friend has. But these are all merely rumors, you see. If Mr. Bernadotti was a criminal, he'd be in prison now. Or hanged, right? You're disturbing a hornet's nest here, son. You're disturbing a hornet's nest here, son.
なるほど。じゃあこれも記録保管庫行って調べていきましょうというところなんですね。
You're disturbing a hornet's nest here, son.
了解です。じゃあ記録保管庫行ってみましょうか。市役所行けないんで一回出ないといけないか。はい。じゃあ、どこで調べるべきだ、これは。まあ一旦市役所あたりから行ってみましょうか。まあなかったらなかったでな。
Treasure maps from the governor. Find 8 and come back for more.
あれどこだっけ。こっちか。こんにちは。 調べましょう。市役所ではないかな。勲章だからな。登録、英国のコルドナと地区については書いてないし、なんか今役人とかなんかな。役人はいいけど、これがいつもらったやつなのか。入れ墨についてはスカラディオの実用化。でも犯罪、実用化だ。事業か。でもこれ違うな。市役所ではないな。市役所ではないな。コルドナクロニクル行ってみましょう。よいしょ。はい。人物だよな。でも人っていうか、著名人かって言われるとちょっと違うけどな。実情。著名人か。最近、スカラディオ。違うな。なんだろう。スカラディオ固定の時代も違うか。新聞、密輸だから記事には出せないよな。死んでないしな。ちょっと待って、むずい。こいつはこいつはね、場所が特定できないんで、役人か。役人で、最近で、これが授与されるされないは警察関係ある？説明で出ますかと。出ないな。著名人ですか。庶民でもない。現代というか。い やマジか。ちょっとじゃあ警察行ってみるか。どこでどれをっていうのが難しいな。なんか固まってなさそうではあるんだけどな。今回で言うとどうなんだろう。犯罪っぽいのはないこともないんだが、地区は関係なくて犯罪でもないんだよなこれこいつに関しては。なんだろうこいつなんだろう。入れ墨に関しては警察でもいい気はするけど、密輸って何凶悪犯罪、軽犯罪、窃盗でもないんだけど、まだ見つかってないから犯罪じゃないんだけど、凶悪犯でいいのかな。証拠。あと別に捕まったわけじゃないでしょ。スカラディオ。容疑者ですらないんだけどな、別に。あった。取り調べはあるんだ。ベルナドッティは1834年生まれの実業家。コルドナでその名が知られておりまして、会社を73年に設立。会社がスクラディオ地区南東のバザー街道にある。ローマ街道との交差点の近く。これは多分池ってことだな。匿名の情報筋からの垂れ込みがあって、76年2月13日にベルナドッティ氏の事情聴取。情報としては、英国植民地であるコルドナと本土との、酒と古代芸術の密輸にベルナドッティが関わっている。会社で働く人間には以前強盗や暴行、恐喝及び脅迫とつながりがある疑いがかけられていた。証人として署でベルナドッティに事情聴取を行ったが、有罪にできるような明確な証拠は発見されていない。私とブース巡査による事情聴取でベルナドッティ氏は情報で示されているような行いや事実は感知していないと証言。ベルナドッティが英国に移住する前の頃についての文書化された情報やその他は何一つ得ることができていない。主張としては、1873年まで同社イタリアのシチリア島で屋台の事業を展開。ロンドンに移住後、商品の輸入を始めた。はいはいはい。間違えた。で、問題のこれですよね。
An impressive slice of life. The police had a lot on him and at the same time, nothing at all.
証拠がなくて不十分と。新しい。これなんだろうな。どこでしょうね。でもこれはでも行きましょうか。スカラディオ地区南東、南東のバザー街道。ちょっと待ってな。バザー街道、ローマ街道との交差点近く。バザー街道、ローマ街道、ローマ街道。ローマ街道ローマ街道どこ？バザー街道あって、ローマ街道が見つからない。ローマ街道どこ？ロ あったあったあった。この辺かな、ローマ街道との交差点。この辺かな。この辺行ってみましょう。じゃあこの男はどうやって調べるんだろうな。市役所等々でしょうか。お、近いね。グランドサライ東部から行きましょう。右に行って右じゃないようですね。左のようですね。この辺りに、本やな。はい。さあ、この辺ですかね。違う。この辺だと思われるんだが、北教会。あれ、この辺っぽいんだが、ローマ街道との交差点の近く、この辺の気がするんだが、さあどこだ。いや、バザー街道にあるっていうのだから、バザー街道にはあるんだから、こっちの通りには行っちゃダメなのか。あくまでこっちか。あくまでこの通り。この辺か。うい。
It seems they're not expecting guests.
I won't wait for an invitation, John.
どうやって行くの？他の入り口を見つけよう。なるほど。
So what's the infiltration plan, Sherry? I'd go in through the rooftop if we had a harpoon gun.
まあ裏口的なのがあるんじゃないでしょうかという感じです。おう裏から入れる？
These workers don't look like your average Cordona folk.
はいはい。
They're refugees from the
ああ、難民たちですね。なるほど。これはまあ
That's our way in, Sherry.
入れるでしょう。
Hey yo, this is private property.
あ、入れ墨ある。市役所の用事行きま
Good
し
day,
た。
sir. I've been sent by City Hall to see Mr. Bernadotti about...
Mr. Bernadotti isn't seeing anyone. You have 3 seconds to walk away or you'll never walk again. Capito?
It's in Mr. Bernadotti's best interest to...
1.
一人死にましたよ。
Listen, the man Bernadotti sent to...
2.
一旦待ちましょう
This
ね。
has been miserable.
一旦待ちましょ
Sherlock, think. We know what the fellows from the gang look like. You can easily blend in.
う。変装ね。はい。これは
Shipped from Cape Town. The wine route from colony to colonies. An essential remedy against sea scourge on
じゃ
any
あちょ
ship.
っとお着替えしていきましょうか。
This earthenware came a long way from the Staffordshire potteries.
多分新しい商品が出ているんじゃないかと思われます。あ、ここ行きましょうか。新しい衣装。あいつらは何だろうな。何がいいんだろうな。何のお服がいいんでしょうか。あ、通り過ぎたか。あれあれ合ってる。あれついてるじゃん。
We have a large assortment and the finest clothes for the finest citizens.
いい服、いい服。いい服、どの服だろうね。わかんない。犯罪者でいいか。犯罪者風のでいいかな。ここでいいかな。あ、入れ墨。これ必要でしょう。あれ間違えた。今なんか変なの買っちゃったかも。あとはでもこの辺とかいいんじゃない？そしたらそうだよね。変装したいんだけど、メイクで入れ墨をがっつりと。あ、いいですね。武将髭。ちょっと犯罪者チェックを上げましょうか、じゃあ。こんなんでいいんじゃないですか。最悪な格好をしていきましょうか、じゃあ。こんなんやればもうただの犯罪者なんで。よいしょ。かな。さあさあさあ。これ結構似てるんじゃないですか。どう敵対的。どうでしょうか。いかがですか。あ、有効的。おい。いいですね。
Didn't see you either, mate. I'm John.
どうも、
Just
ジョンで
shipped in
す。
from London. Cheap bastards had me sharing a bunk with two others.
Aye, that sounds like Bernadotte. Why are you here?
A problem at the refugee camp. I need to report to Mr. Bernadotte. The sooner the better.
I knew it was only a matter of time until those savages stirred
あっ
up
さり入れ
trouble.
ましたね。
Go on, get inside.
オッケー。よいしょ。じゃあ、いろいろ調べていきましょうか。探索ですね。
You did it, Sherry. A full immersion into the criminal underworld.
The Silverhand treasure, mate. Loads of pirate gold buried somewhere around, just waiting to be found.
This whole lot, there's no treasure.
But maybe there is. I just need to crack the bloody
誰が喋ってるこれ。 あれ
Are you able to help me?
Nah, fella. I got no idea about this.
なんか聞き耳っぽい気がするんだけど、違うかな。こっちか。あれ？完全に閉じられてますけど。
Sherry,
あ
look.
お、上が。
This seems familiar. Is this?
お？ん？はい。これ気持ち悪い。
A Dogon statue from West Africa.
竜。
A century old at least.
1世紀前。
Masks, traditional for the Chokwe people of Central Africa. VH Grindley Flow Blue tableware. This is what lies behind the facade of Bernadotte Company
密輸
Limited.
とかってことですね。違いますね。
An amazing piece of culture. I imagine many collectors and museums would be interested in
素
having
晴
it.
らしいのか、これが。芸術っていうのは難しいの。さあ、剥ぎましょう、これを。
Let's see what's hidden there. Vogel's stolen
こ
painting.
れが
Isn't it
盗まれ
curious
た
how it developed
絵です
into a
ね。
much more interesting case?
進むとなんかありそう。まだ手がかりは少ない。さあ、バレないように。
Tough day, eh?
お？コルドナクロニクル。一面記事。ツペリン関係。何それ。どういう意味？おお。
If the damn idiot hadn't stolen the canary, I'd be bathing in silver down in the mines. Instead of this.
バカ。まあでもこっちか。
This is it. This is where all the magic happens.
Excuse me, Mr. Bernadotte is busy right now.
I don't know who you are, but someone
Oh.
will be punished for letting you in. First, let's talk.
これは合法ですと。
Sir, you're obstructing the light. Could you step back?
えい。あ、女の写真がある。まだあるね。本。あれいなくない？
Whenever you're ready. I'd hate to intrude.
これベルナドッティ？あ、違う、入れ墨が違うね。本当だ。お仕事されているようですね。ペラグラって何？銃もお持ちで。指輪をしている。あ、これはベルナドッティか。これが本人ですね。 10R がホルスターに勤めています。若い頃から現場で働かざるを得なかった炎天下の重労働と演習中のペラグラの症状に苦しむ。病気は克服したものの皮膚には軽症状の跡が見られる。経済的に裕福にもなったのにもかかわらず豪華な生活を送っていない服や格好を欲しています。そこまででもないかな、普通かな。同じ形式の異なっている入れ墨がある。入れ墨は厳重に構成された秘密犯罪組織の異なる血を表す暗号と見て間違いない。マジかですか。現場でそのペラグラでそれなりの服着てるよな。で服についてのあれは特にないんだよな。まあどっちでもいいかな。じゃあ犯罪用にしよう。
Bad news. The thug you sent to the refugee camp only succeeded in stabbing himself. His next and final journey will be to the morgue.
Hold your horses. Who the hell are you?
Sherlock Holmes. And you are Niccolo Bernadotti, a smuggler, kidnapper, and notorious cutthroat, among other things.
Few men would dare waltz into my office and address me.
直接的すぎんだろ。
You are either overconfident or unintelligent. This is private property. Give me one reason why I should not shoot you on the spot. I am sure my friends at the station would call it self-defense.
ボナファス・マーキュリオをまず聞きましょうか。
Mr. Bernadotti, do you know the name Boniface Mercurio?
I do not.
Mercurio was a local artist. Recently, a man broke into his apartment, ransacked the place, and killed him. The thief was looking for something.
You are testing my patience, boy.
In a moment, the connection will reveal itself.
あなたの部下はこっちだな。
I was hired privately to investigate the recent theft of a painting from an art gallery. My investigation led me to a man from your organization and thus to you, Mr. Bernadotti.
That is quite a stretch. Why would I need to steal a painting when I could buy anyone I wanted?
Interestingly enough, I spotted the stolen painting in your storeroom.
I buy and sell a lot of things, Mr. Holmes.
そういう言い訳もできるよね。確か
It
に。
is not the first time I have been sold stolen merchandise. I presume you were hired by the owner of the gallery. Tell them to contact me, and we'll sort out the situation. So, this painting is why you broke into my office.
As I said, your man was found dead in the refugee camp. He was there to kidnap a woman, but the other refugees intervened.
そうなんであの女を
The ensuing
誘
scuffle
拐する必要があ
resulted
った
in
の
the
かっていうの
man's
が分かってないよね。
accidental suicide. He sported the same tattoo as your men in this building. In fact, it also bears a resemblance to the one on your neck. Care to explain what business your man had with this woman?
You have no idea what you are talking about. I can assure you this was no kidnapping. The refugees in the camp are on edge. What happened there is a tragic accident, one I am not responsible for.
For what reason was your man there if not to abduct her?
Why would I answer? You are yet to justify
確
your
かに
presence in the
その通り
slightest.
だわ。
So many words, so little action. When you barged into my office, Mr. Holmes, I got the impression you wanted to talk business. Now I see you had come just to talk. Tell me exactly what you want, or get out.
It was necessary groundwork for what comes next. I have enough evidence to conclude that the gallery thief, the artist's killer, and the dead man in the camp are all the same person.
Your time is almost up,
足引きずっ
Mr.
てたり
Holmes.
ね、タ
Before
バ
you
コ吸ってた
draw
り
your
し
gun,
て
there
る
is
から
one final
吸った
detail
り
I am yet to mention. The young woman your man was tasked to collect from the refugee camp had been defiled at a perverse masquerade party. That violation was captured in a photograph by Boniface Mercurio and used as a reference for his
なるほ
painting.
ど、それは
The
そっ
photo
か。
shows the attacker's face.
Finally. That's why you're here, Mr. Holmes. You have the photograph.
It is what your man was after when he broke into Mercurio's apartment, and it is what you're after too, isn't it, Mr.
なんか
Bernadotti?
そういうのをもみ消したいのね。
How much do you want for it?
I am not naive enough to carry it with me, and I am compelled to ask why you want it. Who is the man visible in the photograph? An associate?
Not yet, Mr. Holmes. Though with this picture, that may change.
警告講
The
師。
man in the photo is a British envoy on Cordona.
What exactly do you want from him?
My business dealings are often arduous.
官僚っていう立場はね、なかなか確かに大変でしょう。
position, willing to look the other way, could ease my work significantly. In return, I will make sure no one looks
それ
his
を
way
裏で
either.
操りたいと。まあ、持ちつ持たれつっていう関係ですね。
Also known as blackmail, the modus operandi of any true professional.
It was not originally my idea. Mercurio set things in motion, extorting the envoy for the most trivial of ends. Money. In response, the envoy hired my man to retrieve the painting and the photograph, eliminating Mercurio's leverage. I only learned the whole story after the artist was killed in his home.
結構喋ってくれる
Rather
ね。
than extricate yourself, instead you took over Mercurio's venture.
It fell into my lap. As a businessman, I simply seized the opportunity. Now, how much do you want for the image?
まあまあまあまあ、周りから聞いていきましょうか。
I could not help but appreciate the collection of smuggled artifacts in your storeroom. You have rather diversified your business.
Oh, high and mighty of you, Mr. Holmes. Not all smuggling is immoral. I pay generous rates to developing cultures and spread their culture to eager buyers. And furthermore, I supply many immigrants with a taste of home.
A very convenient way of thinking.
I have traveled wildly, Mr. Holmes. I've seen people in far-flung lands for whom my services are a lifeline. Without them, they would starve. The tax on cargo is often so absurd that it would be more profitable to simply sink your ship than dock it in the harbor. And trust me, I am speaking from experience.
倉庫にいるの
I saw refugees from the camp at your warehouse. They work for you.
I have made certain arrangements with City Hall and the police. Thanks to me,
まあまあまあ仕事与え
refugees
てあ
can
げて
work
ね。
and be paid. It's a pathway to
まあそこに
freedom.
閉じ込めら
And
れ
how
て
much
い
do
るよ
you
ね。
save by capitalizing on their cheap labor?
I have heard no complaints. They seem happy just to
確
get
かに
out
ちょ
of
っ
that
とのお金
slum.
でも嬉しい。仕事もあって。
Why did you send your man to remove the woman from the camp?
Without a photograph, her testimony was the next best thing. Securing her was in everyone's interest. Victims and witnesses all too often disappear. I thought the girl was safer with us. I did not anticipate what would happen at the camp.
写真を渡すと言ったらいくら
Why
です
should
か
I give you the photograph?
Just name your price.
What if my price were not money? You claim to have connections, Mr. Bernadotti. Perhaps you could improve conditions for the refugees.
そういう交渉の仕方
Give
もあ
them
る
a
のか。
chance for a better life.
I do have connections, Mr. Holmes, but help the whole camp? You are asking too much. I could, however, make arrangements for
一
one
人の
person.
難民だけ。
The woman who was violated will have her own home outside the camp, solely for
Hey.
her and her child. She will no longer be a refugee, but a
ある意味
princess.
監視も
That
兼ねてる
I
な、そ
can
れは。
guarantee.
Is that really possible?
It will be neither fast nor easy, but I can do it. She deserves it, don't you agree? And as for her abuser, he will serve me as much as he deserves.
So, in your plan, everybody will be given their due. Especially you,
確
Mr.
かに
Bernadotti.
確かに。
Seems like a fair deal, no? I doubt anyone could offer you better. Simply give me the photograph, and the world becomes a better place. I give you my word.
What makes you think you can decide what's best for these people?
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
記憶の宮殿。うん。脅迫。安全確保。これでベルナドッティ。なるほどね。これが確かに無慈悲ですね。で、これだと、ネイラと子供が保証されると。まあまあまあ。で、それ以外で反転できそうなものが、 なくて、まだ多分手がかりが足りてないんじゃないでしょうかね。これは誰に聞けばいいんだ？違うな。これは、それで言うと、あの女に聞いてきた方がいいのかな？多分、こう言ってるけどどうって。
Please, sir, do not linger.
もう一回、外に出られるぞって聞いてきてあげるっていう感じかな。どこにある？あれ？新しい証拠ってどこにある？これか。話聞きに行けってことか。ボーゲルのところに。あいつどこにいんだっけ？ここか。あれ？こうだっけ？いいよね。で、これかな？ OK。さあ、なんて言うかな？
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
着替えるの忘れてたわ。あれ？これもう、待って。ちょっと待って、これなんか終わりそう。
Not yet, Mr. Bogle.
待って、これやると、これ終わっちゃうわ。ダメだ。まだ早い。これまだ早い。これまだダメです。言っちゃダメでしたね、まだ。これダメ。最後だね、これ。これなんだっけ？関係者の話をするでしょ。まだです。これまだやっちゃダメです。写真私は多分終わると思うんだよな。終わっちゃうんで、もう一回、野営地に行って、ちょっとお話を聞いてきてみましょうか。こうか。よいしょ。話してくれるかな？あれ？
No, sir. Now the rules for coming in have become much more stringent. So, reap the benefits.
嘘。もう入れないの？ちょっと待ってくれ。じゃあ証拠足りてないよ。2択ってことはないと思うんだよな。もうちょい出るはずだから。で、まだ調べてないのがこれなんだよね。これ調べたいんで、やっぱじゃあ記録保管庫でちょっと調べていきましょうか。よいしょ。まっすぐだね。一旦市役所。こいつがさ、 市役所で見つけられるのかっていうね。役人か。役人でいいのかな。時代は関係なさそうなんだよな。職業。見つかったー。トマス・ノートン。はい。軍の長官。英国公使に市役所に執務し、市役所にいる。ということは、市役所にいます。近くにいる。あれ、どこにいる？いた。君。
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service, come back tomorrow. Our department needs to straighten out some business.
はい。ひげ。忙しいんか？目は？充血している。勲章ね。はい。血が？ワイン？あれ？もう一個ありそう。右肩。何これ？仕事だけの服。それ、忙しいのか？最近ワインを飲んでいる。不眠症と不安感。何でもいいかな。ちょっとなんか。
Why are you staring at me like I'm a Madame Tussauds figure? Didn't you hear what I just said?
You blame yourself for what you did. Won't be any good unless you confess to me.
だから脅されてる方だよね。
What sort of did are we talking about? Are you from the press?
I'm here because
写
of
真に
name.
写ってる絵に描かれてる人
Don't
ってこと
remember
だ
her
ね。
name.
Lad, if you won't tell me why you came, I'll call for someone here to sort you out, if you get my meaning.
ちょっと話だけ。
I came to talk. I have a solid piece of evidence that proves you guilty of the violation of a young girl.
What kind of evidence? The silly painting? That's ridiculous. Rumors. Don't listen to a word.
I wouldn't call it solid if it were just a painting. I have a photograph that would be enough to cause a scandal at the very least, not to mention criminal consequences.
A photograph? Oh, so you've plucked up courage to finally come here. I won't pay you a single coin until I see the photograph for myself.
I'm not interested in money. I came here to hear your version of what took place. I'm not in the habit of making rash decisions.
Not in the habit? Well, it didn't seem like that from the letter you wrote.
I've never written a single word to you. That's not my style. I'm more direct. But in exchange for my patience, I demand your full cooperation. I need you to tell me everything.
Fine. I suppose now we have a nice long talk. Do you drink, Mr.
Sherlock Holmes. And I do not.
Shame. All the best discussions are accompanied by a glass of whiskey. But out of respect for you, I won't drink either.
Respect? That's an unusual word in your mouth, Mr.
Where are my manners? My name is Thomas Norton, a British envoy in Cordona on a military mission. So, where do we start?
じゃあまずパーティーで何があったか。
So, let's return to the beginning. What happened at the party?
I vaguely remember that night. As usual at such parties, you meet people, you talk with them, they invite you to spend some time alone with them. What can I say? I got myself mixed up with the wrong company, and somebody must have mixed some psychoactive substance in my drink. After that, it's all blurry. I completely lost my sanity. I made a terrible mistake which I regret deeply.
You don't say. Do refugee girls often appear on the menu at those types of parties?
It's rather rare.
So you didn't attend the party to engage in an exotic experience involving a vulnerable woman unable to accuse you of assault.
I would never have planned such a terrible thing. What happened was just bad circumstance.
Mercurio
Boniface Mercurio. Does the name mean anything to you?
He's an artist, right?
The one responsible for the painting that compromises you. I found him dead in his room.
Oh, that is bad. Wait, you don't think that I have anything to do with this?
You had motive to kill him.
Maybe I did, but listen. I know how this looks, but murder? That's on another level. I had thoughts that this Mercutio...
Mercurio.
Well, him, yes. I thought he could have been the blackmailer. But I was too afraid to make any hasty decisions. There were plenty of ways to fail by making a move, so I chose to wait. To see what he would do next. You have to believe me.
I don't believe people, I believe evidence.
Then look at the evidence.
The painting that depicted you in the image of the devil was stolen by a mercenary. Did you have anything to do with it?
I might be a rotten person, sir, but hiring criminals for illicit purposes is not in my daily schedule.
And buying the painting in an attempt to hide the crime, is that on your daily schedule?
What would you do in my situation?
I would never put myself in such a situation.
You're young. I could never have imagined myself in my current position. Yet, here I am in front of you. We all make mistakes, Mr. Holmes. And I'm no exception.
You
mentioned blackmail. Tell me about it.
All right. A couple of days ago, I received an anonymous letter. It said that in the art gallery at Caravansary there exists a painting that incriminates me. The blackmailer made it clear that if there is a painting, then a photograph exists too. And I should be wary of what it might do to my reputation.
What does the blackmailer want from you?
Money, of course. What else do such people want? Needless to say, I don't remember anyone taking photographs at the party. Up until the last moment, I hoped he was bluffing. But he wasn't, as you've just proven to me.
Show me the letter.
I burnt it as soon as I read it. I've left enough evidence. There's no need for any more. Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on hard work and uncompromising dedication to the Crown. I made a mistake, but I'm not a villain from some cheap adventure fiction. By putting me behind bars, you will benefit precisely no one.
Rotting in prison is the least you deserve, but I have a better idea. You will make amends and help the ones you hurt. Use your connections to help patriate the refugees, find them decent homes, give them jobs. There must be a meaning to your position and my decision.
Yes, all right, I can do that. So, will you give me the photograph now?
That's not all. Naylor deserves the very utmost of what you can do.
Help the girl? I can't risk the press paying extra attention to her. I will do anything except that.
I need to think this all through. Don't do anything foolish in the meantime.
What makes you think you can decide what's best for these people?
ここで2つ。これは必要枠。これはね、でもね、必要枠というか、なるほどね。こっちにして、ベルナドッティの方を、講師は卑劣な人物。あ、これ結論一緒これ。 こいつを失脚させる。あんまり変わらないな、無慈悲な正義って。なるほどね。どれを助けるか、どれを取るか。探偵っていう職業はね、また難しいね、これはね。どれが正解なんでしょうかね。難しい。
Have you thought it all through?
Not yet.
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better
どう
to
し
do.
よう。どうしようね。まあ、3択ってことだよね。ベルナドッティ、講師でボーゲルに全部話す。いやー、これはでもまあ依頼人、じゃあ探偵なんでね、やっぱね、依頼人に全てを任せる、これがあるべき姿なのではないでしょうか。美術館に戻りましょう、おそらく。
Could you help me?
I would never refuse a nobleman.
あれ、ここど
But
こ？
I know nothing, sir.
ちょっと待って、入り口どこ？こっちか。ここはね、依頼人のもとへ一旦戻りましょう。あれ？どこ？ここか。いやー、これはでもね、もうね、このうさんくさいけれども、こいつにね。
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
すべてが分かりましたよ。渡しましょう。
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger. どっから説明すればいいんだ？泥棒死にました。
I
ま
located
ず
the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting too.
Ah, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious.
マーキュリオも死んでます。
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio, perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
I found the painting, but I could not retrieve it.
Well then, where is it?
In Bernadotti's office.
Bernadotti? That shady businessman? Why would he steal it from me?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself.
I take it you found something more then.
写真があります。
I found the source of Mercurio's artistic inspiration. A photograph. What troubled me was that the sexual act captured was non-consensual.
She was violated? Dear God, how despicable.
Her abuser was in fact the British envoy. Mercurio took a picture of him committing the atrocity and then used it as artistic inspiration.
I had no idea a mere break-in would eventually expose such barbarity.
Mr. Vogel, I want you to make everything public, including the photograph. I'm sure you have a connection at the Cordona Chronicle.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Loyal to your own truth till the end. Yes, I'm acquainted with the staff of the Chronicle. The story is sensational, and will surely draw attention to the gallery. But you must be aware that exposing the scandal will further hurt the victim. Does that not bother you?
No matter what one does, the truth tends to come out, as well it should. I won't be the one to stand in its way.
Though it's only your subjective truth being exposed. Not that I'm judging. It's perfectly reasonable for everyone to have their own views.
When you called me, you knew exactly what you would get.
Oh, but I'm not like you, Mr. Holmes. I cannot be sure of anything. Regardless, I must thank you, for art's sake. Well, now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
Hey.
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
Previously, you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear. I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained, specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
ありがとう、ボーデル。さあ、これで3章が終わりましたと。というところで、まあ、ストーンウッド邸に帰りまして、こうですね。誰かがいそうですね。これを固定して。なんか誰かいるけど。誰かいるよな。人いるよな、あれ。誰かが待っている。というところで今日は終わりにしましょうか。次回多分4章かな。まあもうこの辺も軽くピョピョってやってもいいかもしれないし。なんか最終回前にはこの辺ちょっとやりたいけどね。っていう感じですかね。なかなか今回はあまりすっきりしない事件でしたけど、すっきりというか、なんか気持ちのいい事件ではなかったけど、まあ、探偵としてあるべき姿を見せられたんじゃないでしょうか。また次回よろしくお願いします。お疲れ様でした。